Hello out there, students and families of Palmyra Senior High School. Welcome to our 2021 school year. I am Mr. Dvorsky. I've been teaching here at Palmyra for, this will be my 6th year, and I've done all my years here as a Palmyra Cougar. Within that time, I've taught primarily the Algebra 1, the Algebra 2, the honors, and the CP levels of algebra, and I also deal with the online Cougar Academy courses. So if you take any of those in the next few years, you will also be interacting with me. Within that time, I've really come to just love Palmyra and all of the great other teachers and faculty and fun things that we get to do here. I try and do my best to keep involved with helping out with some of the sports, doing security at different events, and coming out to support the soccer teams. I grew up playing soccer, so way to go, Palmyra Cougar Soccer Club. I also deal with, and I also like to practice being active myself. So some of you may refer to me as Sensei in the future. I do yoga and other fun things like that. I've helped out sports teams along the way there. So if you're lucky, perhaps I'll demonstrate a yoga move here in class. I'm also big into obstacle races. So if you ever want to go running or something like that, let Mr. Dvorsky know. I'll try and get a crew together and we can go running and take care of some obstacle races. The ninja course, I might have some highlight videos in here too over at Paramount. But that's a big part of me. Another thing, if you have had me before or if you have siblings that have had me, I also will talk about my cat a good bit. He's my buddy. Phoenix at home. So I hope that you've all had a wonderful summer, been able to relax. It has been an interesting time, of course, but just like in life and in general, this whole school year we are going to be adapting. We are going to be just taking on new challenges, new obstacles, like my obstacle races, and we will get through it. It may take some practice at first, but practice makes perfect. So in the grand scheme of things, we are going to get through just fine. I'm here for you. Other faculty members here are for you. And we'll get through this. All right. So some helpful things about this particular class. Regardless of what math class you are taking, it's going to be very helpful for you to have a graphing calculator. Specifically for honors Algebra 2, and any of those types of classes you get into. This is your very old basic TI 83 calculator. It will get you through whatever you need to do. You can also go a little more high route and get a TI 84, but you do want to get a graphing calculator. It will just make your life a whole lot easier, especially if you are learning online or doing some of the synchronous, asynchronous models. Another thing that can be helpful, not required, if you are doing a lot of work from home, it could be a printer. I know those are a little more expensive and ink and things like that, but it can be helpful for you to print things out. So maybe invest into it, and it doesn't have to be a high quality picture one or anything like that, but it can be helpful for you. At least good old pencils, papers, notebooks, and please just approach this like any year you should approach with an open mind and just a willingness to learn. It may look a little different at first. As for streaming, how that's mainly going to work is if you are at home, either on an off day or on a fully synchronous schedule, you should be comfortable with Microsoft Teams and going into our class and joining our meeting. From there, everything will kind of be displayed to you as to the expectations. Also, a very important thing to be able to do is be comfortable submitting materials on Schoology. Some of you, it may be your first time uploading assignments, so maybe take some practice time to take pictures of your work, submit that into Schoology. That way I can see what you are doing. Mathematics is challenging, so it's a lot easier to write on paper and then send me a picture rather than dealing with some of the equation editors. Okay? Other than that, again, open mind. Be prepared when you come to class. If you are at home, feel free to, of course, send me emails. Please communicate with me. Communication is the key thing in general. So the best place to reach me is at my email address, my school email, Brian_Dvorsky at pasd.us. And I'll also share links to my Schoology webpage. You can send messages in there, but email is the best route. Okay? I will share with you some information about the syllabus for your particular class. Afterwards, please again, reach out to me if you have any questions. And again, just take a deep breath, let it out, and we will get through this school year. I'll be your fearless leader in your math class this semester. Rock on, guys. I'll see you, or I won't see you, or I'll communicate with you in some way, shape, or form. Thanks. Have a great rest of your day. Here's Algebra 2. Here is just a quick glance at the syllabus and some highlights here. Mainly everything I talked about in our little introductory video. You'll also be getting a textbook, okay? I'll have you a textbook when you come to class. A lot of the materials will be online, but in general, you'll be signing out a textbook. Just keep that at home. We talked about graphing calculators again, especially for honors. Please have yourself a graphing calculator. It could be 83, it could be 84 plus. And of course, folders, papers, pencils, things like that to stay organized. The general concepts we are going to be covering, the different units. So quarter one, we're going to go through these particular units. In quarter two, and again, subject to change depending on some of your knowledge coming into the class and everything like that. But those are in general what we'll be doing. Schoology, as mentioned, be sure that you're comfortable with Schoology. You're able to go on there, navigate, find different things like assignments. You will be asked to upload materials if you are at home that particular day. So please get comfortable with the screenshot function, saving as PDF, any method as long as you take a picture and can submit your work. There will also be some other little things like links to homework reviews, discussions, but a lot of the material will be up there, including answer keys. In general, some alternating day expectations. So you should be logged into the course via Teams, ready to go at the beginning of class at the appropriate time. Just like you were here, you just sign into the particular class. You'll be watching a live stream, possibly a recorded version of the daily notes, depending on the way in general your class is being led. So a live stream or recorded version, basically one is to back up the other in case the live stream's not working. Submissions of your completed work. So you should be able to submit to me that you completed the notes as your proof. Participate in any checkpoints. Sometimes there will be a little assessment online for you to do that. And really just once those are completed, once you have everything done and I give you the go-to, then you can kind of work on your stuff independently. Okay, fully synchronous, you'll be doing that every day. Again, tune into class, find out what the lesson is for the day, the homework assignment, post any questions you have, and be submitting your materials. All those things, first week or two will take some practice submitting things. Okay, the way grading is broken up is daily checkpoints or daily assignments between your notes or just little 1 or 2 point assignments. Question assignments are 5 and 15 points roughly daily. Tests and quizzes. Quizzes are between 15 and 50 points and tests are 50 to 100. And grading in general is all total points. It makes it easier. Notice that quizzes and tests are generally worth more points. And certain things such as tests cannot be retaken. Quizzes and also checkpoints, you can retake those. I'll go through more of those details in class. Your report card grade, quarter one, 40%, quarter two, 40%, final exam, 20%. So that's how that's broken up. Okay, so general idea, general grading, expectations. And just another little note for me is, you know, it's going to be a challenge regardless. Whether this was a more natural school year or not, mathematics can be challenging. It can be tough, especially in the high school level. Some of you, this may be your first true challenge. So all I ask is that you do your very best and you learn from the rest, okay? Ask me for help, come to my room for assistance, or email me, and again, it'll all come through in the end. So that's the syllabus in a nutshell, and I'll see you all in class.